my friends, and welcome to Eden's Secret. We're making some fuchsia cupcake soaps today, and so I've had to find from all my colours the best pink and the best purple I can find that mimic the true colours of fuchsia. Now when we were little we had a big fuchsia it wasn't a privet, but it was a border around the garden, so I'm very familiar with fuchsias. So the nearest pink I've actually got to a fuchsia pink is Passion Pink from the Soap Kitchen, and then that's going to go alongside Black Cherry Mica from MICA Mama. And I'm pretty sure you will agree they definitely remind you of fuchsias. So let's get those colours into some. I've just used sunflower oil today. I've stopped using the olive oil. I think it can make your soap batter a little bit dry if you only colour in a small quantity of it. Okay, if you're using a large quantity of your soap batter to a small quantity of your colour, it's fine, but if you're only using a little bit of batter to quite a bit of colour, then it's not ideal. So you can see this blackberry mica is very deep purple. There will be better colours on the market, but I had to choose from what I've got here at home. Okay, time to blend that mica into the sunflower oil. So looking at the colour there, it looks pretty perfect, doesn't it? Okay, so let's just lay out our cupcake cases. And we'll do 29 of them. The full recipe is in the description box below the video, and that recipe will do 29 or even 30 cupcake soaps. They're around about 180 grams. And it says on the website minimum of 150 grams, and I do that with all my soaps. The minimum is 150, and so if you get any more than that for your money, it's a bonus, and you always get more than that for your money. Okay, so the name of our strong, powerful, self-believing products today is Fearless Fuchsia. So these will be the Fearless Fuchsia cupcake soaps. I'm just adding the lye into the oils. I love the pattern it makes in the bottom and how it changes. It's like a vortex. It's so cool. with a fuchsia, the purple's on the bottom and the pink's on the top, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Right, let's pour the bases. So we've used the blackberry mica from Mica Mama in the bases, and remember that the whole of these cupcakes, the bases and the top, will come from one batch of soap, and all you do is you just separate off a certain quantity. For the bases, for 29 you need 2.2 kilos, and then the next layer you'll need 1.3 kilos, and then whatever's left over will do the top. So what I've separated off now to do the bases, it has fragrance in, and it'll speed up how fast it sets. So by the time we get to the next layer, which is still in the pan without any fragrance in it, and because it hasn't got any fragrance in it, it won't be thickening up all that much. So we'll separate off that layer, then we'll put the fragrance in that layer, and we'll pipe the next layer, and then do the same for the last layer, which is still in the pan without any fragrance. And so once you get up to that higher level of your piping, this has the fragrance, the next layer has the fragrance, and then we're just about to add the fragrance to the last layer. Alright, hope that makes sense. And because fuchsias don't have any smell, I don't know if you've got fuchsias in your garden, but the fuchsias we had no smell whatsoever. But I've always loved the look of a fuchsia. It's like a chandelier, the shape of it, with the dangly down bits. It's so pretty, but such a shame it doesn't have a smell. And it's so funny, as I'm just talking about this, I don't think I've ever seen a fuchsia fragrance. Has anyone else seen a fuchsia fragrance? Or a fragrance that has fuchsia listed in the fragrance description? Interesting. Let me know if you have seen one. And if you did you like it? So again, I'm a little bit short on this last pour, so rather than mix up some more soap batter, we're just going to steal some from the others and just go for the ones where you might have just overfilled them slightly. And there we are, we've got plenty in there. I'm going to wash up this pot while this is setting. And then, not until they are solid, not rock solid, they just need to be strong enough to hold the next layer, I won't actually mix up the next layer until I know that's ready. Because I can guarantee you, if you went and mix your next layer now, don't ask me how, but well, probably because of the different colours and things we put in. But because we'll be putting a different colour in, there's a huge possibility that the next layer will thicken up faster than the layer that we've just poured here. And we don't want that, because when you pipe onto loose soap batter, the heavy soap just sinks into it, and then these flood over the edges like waterfalls, and we don't want that. Oh look, we've got a bit of colour morphing going on. This is the colour that we made up, and this is what it looks like in the soap. But I'm pretty sure, because obviously the soap's warm now, I'm pretty sure when it's saponified tomorrow it'll have gone back to its original state. Let's hope, eh? soap's not thick enough to put in the piping bag yet, so we're just waiting for this next layer to thicken up, and then it'll go in the piping bag to pipe. And then over here we have some white that's not ready to go yet, so that is just sitting to one side until we finish doing this layer, and then we'll put the colour and fragrance in that layer. Okay, here we go. Bit of a plop and slop on that first one. I was thinking about just doing a white layer here, but a fuchsia doesn't have any white on it at all, so I thought we'll just stick to the colours. So the top is going to be the same as this layer, and you must keep your eye on the soap batter, because you can go to it for half an hour and it not be ready, and then go back to it. I mean, obviously you never leave it half an hour, you keep checking it, but it can be okay very loose for half an hour, and then like in a couple of minutes it can really thicken up fast. And again, it's all down to the fragrance you're using. And I haven't said this for a long time, but it is all about the fragrances. All the fragrances do different things to your soap batter. We're just mixing that last lot of pink in there, and you can see it's not morphing yet, but it will do. So you can actually see what colour it should be when it's saponified. And we'll come back in a sec to see what that's turned into before using the Wilton 1M piping nozzle to pipe that gorgeous rose design that we do on all of our cupcakes. And that is the Wilton 1M. You can see what it looks like, because it's funny, on the, when you're buying this product, it never looks the same as the actual nozzle, I don't think. So that just shows you what it really does look like. So just trust it when you see it. Don't think, oh, that doesn't look the same as the one that Karen's using. It is, because that's what I thought when I first bought it. You can see it's changing, but we're not there yet. Okay, so we've darkened up a little more, and the batter is almost there. Now, because if I was using the circular nozzle, I would have this in the bag now and I would be starting to pipe it. But because I'm using the star nozzle, I'm going to let it go a little bit further, because when it's this loose, it will just run out the bottom of the nozzle. And it takes a bit of controlling when you're using that round nozzle. The round nozzle is by far the hardest to pipe with, in my opinion. But I have heard other people say that as well. So, I think because we are so close, I think I am actually going to put this in the piping bag. So I want to know what you are up to at the moment. I want to know which YouTube channel you're watching, or who are you watching? Who is the most interesting to you at the moment? I'll tell you who gets me all excited and very, very relaxed is the meticulous manicurist Nail Tutorials. She's a nail pedi specialist, expert. She's been doing it for over 20 years and she is absolutely marvellous at giving pedicures. I've never had a pedicure like that. I've only ever had one pedicure and it was like a mobile pedicure. She came round and did 4 of us all at once, me, my sister and my sister's 2 girls, Paige and Nicole, and yeah, it was nothing like the service you get from the meticulous manicurist. And she's in America. She is, I have a feeling she's not far from, I think the place she lives is called Salem. I don't know if it's the similar to the Salem witch trials, I don't know. But gosh, if you love gunk and love to watch gunk getting cleaned out, go and watch her videos if you haven't already seen her. And my favourite tours that she does are actually her husband's, who she calls Mr. Meticulous. And the reason I love watching his tours get done is he gives so much in the way of gunk. So much stuff stuck down the sides of his tours is unreal. And the more of that there is, the better. Now when you're watching, there's always like some stuff that doesn't come back. And she'll go away and leave it. But I can guarantee you by the end of that video, you keep thinking, oh, when you first start watching that, you keep thinking, oh, she's forgotten that part, or she can't get it out. But by the video, every tiny last little bit that needs to come out is out. She never misses anything. And there isn't anybody else on YouTube doing videos that are like hers, and I just think they are magnificent. So I'll put a link, and her name's Laurie, and I'll put a link to her channel in the description box below the video if you want to go and watch. But I can't tell you how relaxing that makes you when you're in bed and you're trying to get to sleep. People might think that's not a good thing, using videos to get to sleep. Like a lot of people say my videos are really relaxing. But I really take that as a huge compliment, that they make you feel that way, the way I feel when I'm watching Laurie's videos. And there we have some Fearless Fuchsia. Fearless, I said, fearless. Be fearless. So these are the Fearless Fuchsia. I wanted to say pancakes, but I mean cupcakes. So Fearless Fuchsia cupcakes, they're available on the website. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Thanks so much for watching as usual. Don't forget, I'm looking for my biggest fan by whoever comments the most on my videos. Don't forget to come back every day and write those comments on. I'll count them up at the end of April and then I'll announce on the 30th of April. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon for another video from Eden's Secret. Bye bye for now, friends.